What's going on, FaceTubes? My name is John, and I am uploading this video to show my custom build of the Kepler R. For those who are unfamiliar, the Kepler R is a free ship that you get when you run a side quest from Walter called Overdesigned. You can pick up that quest after you've run the main quest mission called All That Money Can Buy, where you travel to Neon with Walter to purchase an artifact. So you run the main quest mission, All That Money Can Buy. Afterwards, you go back to the lodge, you talk to Walter, and you can pick up the side quest of Overdesigned, where you assist Walter and the engineers at Stroud Eklund in designing a new ship, which, depending on the decisions you make, will either be a B-class ship called the Kepler S or a C-class ship called the Kepler R. So I made the right choices, and you can always Google Overdesigned if you want to find out about the quest and the decisions you have to make. But yeah, I made the choices for Kepler R. And then I have also done a lot of customization since then. And as of the new May 15th update, I have also been deep down the rabbit hole of decorating the interior and putting my own personal touch on it. So a little bit about me. Why is anyone watching this video? I don't know, first of all. But second of all, I was in the US Navy for 10 years. I deployed aboard a destroyer, went to sea for about 7 months out of my career. And it was a miserable 7 months, if I'm really honest. It's one of the reasons why I'm not in the Navy anymore. But, one of the things that it left me with when it comes to this game in particular is a sense of hyper-realism when I am designing a ship interior. So when I build a ship, I don't necessarily care about looks. As you can see here, this thing is sort of just a flying junkyard. But I really prioritize interior flow and like a logical layout on the inside. So without further ado, and I've put a lot of time into the ship. So I'm just over 400 hours into the game. I'm in my third universe. This ship has a crew capacity of 16, and I've done a lot to maximize its ability to carry companions. And so I've unlocked pretty much every named companion in the game at this point. And hopefully we'll run into them as I'm doing my ship walkthrough. But yes, this is designed to be a people hauler. It was a cargo hauler, but I'm not doing a lot of shuttling of resources between my various outposts at this point. So now it's mostly just for storyline, my own headcanon, and I'll get into that a little bit more as I walk you through this. But yes, let's just go ahead and start the walkthrough here. So I'm at my outpost. Ooh, oh, hello. Yep. Delightful lag going on here. I'm going to blame the recording software. We're waiting. Okay, so the first thing that you'll notice about my ship, right, is that I've got the landing bay right at the front. So when you're ground-based, this is your entrance. When you're in space, this is your entrance. And the first thing that you're going to run into right here is the security office. Okay, so there's a porthole right here, so you can see the security officers working here can see if anybody's trying to dock with the ship. And basically, these two security officers have the duty of responding to whatever is coming through those two doors. So entry control is my primary focus here as a former military member. Then I have an armory right here, which I have decked out with a lot of my shiny stuff. Let's see, yeah, I got shiny for days around here. And yeah, I just wanted to fill this out a lot more because I think the existing armory hab just doesn't have enough stuff in it to really look cool enough. So yeah, this one's pretty decked out. Anyways, so security officers run here to the armory. They load up if they have trouble coming in through the door. I've gone ahead and made this person right here essentially the ship's admin. So this person is responsible for all of the cargo back in the cargo bay coming on and off the ship. They're responsible for prisoner transfers, and of course I've got steal these cased ranger badges from the Co Museum in Aquila. Yeah, I've got cased Freestar Deputy badge, I got a regular Freestar Deputy badge, and this is notionally so I can deputize people. And then yeah, I am a Freestar Ranger, so I went ahead and stole that badge from the Co Museum and put it right here on this display monitor. So yeah, that's your Ranger, that's your Deputy, a bunch of weapons. Okay, so in addition to the ship's admin, I've also got an emergency gurney right here. This is because if you're coming through the door mortally wounded, let's just say from one of your away missions, you don't really want to climb up to wherever I have my actual infirmary, so you just come right in here for immediate treatment. Or if you're transporting a prisoner who you've shot, or the prisoner's trying to like harm themselves while they're in transit, you throw them in the bed right here, you treat them, and you put them right back into their cell. You don't want them to see the rest of the ship. So that's the logic there. Let's move back into the cargo bay. I tried my best to really just make this entire ship the kind of ship that I would want to deploy on if I were, going to deploy on it like Navy style for about 7 to 10 months. So one of the things that you'll find on most Navy vessels is workout equipment in all of the miscellaneous spaces, like a helicopter hangar or someplace like that. So yes, I definitely wanted to put a bench set down here. I've also got, I like this Nova 3x3 cargo hull because it's got a bathroom here for some reason. And so I'm big on bathroom space because, again, when you're slammed together with like 50 other guys in the same berthing compartment, which is just one, particular housing unit on a Navy ship, and you all have to share like 4 bathroom stalls and 3 showers and 4 sinks. It just drives everybody crazy. So I put some overflow racks right here to haul, passengers that I might have to take on board, like those stupid scientists or, other people who you are tasked with hauling periodically. So this is notionally overflow berthing. Also, I've crafted a storyline in my head where Cora and Sam are sleeping back here as well. So I put a hat here for Sam, I've got books here for Cora, and yeah, this is just sort of a little miscellaneous hangout spot. Oh, and in my headcanon, Autumn is part of my crew, and she has a background in botany, so Autumn and Cora are working on a little science project right here. Let's turn these lights on. They tend to kind of completely flood the place, but yes. So we've got lights here. There's a bunch of trash back here because you'd be surprised how much trash, 10 human beings can generate just in the space of, a week or so. So a lot of trash. Got a little contraband container here just to notionally refer to my smuggling capability. Go away. Go away. Go away. Please go away. There we go. Thank you, Bethesda. Anyways, so yeah, nice little, sort of improvised hangout area back here where I imagine Cora and Sam are spending a lot of time. Sam's working here, Cora's doing her projects, and then Autumn is helping Cora with the projects. And again, in my headcanon, Autumn, with her botany background, is, just trying to help Cora get smarter, and also that'll probably spark a storyline between Autumn and Sam. Again, totally my headcanon. Alright, let's go on to... Oh, the hazmat locker. So I collected all the explosives, the explosive containers from around the ship, because a Navy vessel is definitely going to have a hazmat locker where you concentrate all that stuff. It shouldn't be in random, living spaces. So, and yeah, I've tried to fill this space out with a little bit more, like, cargo hauling. Okay, that's Danny Garcia. She's one of the ones you can pick up. There's the wife. Okay, next deck. You'll also notice that everybody on my ship is wearing uniform of the day, which is Ryujin corporate wear, and the sari dress for women. Yeah, men are wearing some variation of Ryujin corporate wear, and women are wearing sari dress. So this front berthing right here is what I would call officer's berthing, because it's separate from all the rest of the berthing on this ship, and it's nicer, and it has direct access to the mess hall right here. So yeah, this officers always segregate themselves from enlisted personnel on a ship. So I wanted to make this like the classy berthing for officers, and then they just walk straight back here to the mess hall, where I've also used a Deimos mess hall because I like the Navy feel of a lot of the Deimos habs. So you'll notice that this right here is what we would call the wardroom in the Navy. And a wardroom is where the officers eat, and again, yeah, officers always segregate themselves from enlisted service members. It's just to supposedly create a sense of professionalism or respect between officers and enlisted. Anyways, so yeah, this is like the notional wardroom where the officers from that officer berthing right there would come to eat. I got a nice little painting right here. Done a lot of decoration here, and you can just drop items, of course, and use the decorator function, which is in your hand scanner for those who don't know. So at the bottom of this window, look at the button that says decorate, right? If any of you are running back and forth between your decorate panel, either at an outpost or on your ship, you are wasting a lot of time. So just open your hand scanner, hit the decorate button, and then when you are in decorate mode, you can pick up items that you have dropped. So like random freestanding items that you've dropped on the ground, you can just pick up in decorate mode. And when you use the move function to place them on a surface, then they will stick to that surface forever afterwards. So that's one handy feature that I want people to be aware of, because it's not explicitly mentioned anywhere as far as I'm aware. So yeah, drop things from your inventory straight on the ground. Use the decorator, the place function in the decorator. It does limit how much rotation you can do, because a lot of object rotation happens when you're just freely manipulating objects that lay on the ground. But yes, stick them on the ground so that you don't have to worry about followers knocking things all over the place. It's a much more efficient way to decorate. Okay. Moving on. So mess hall, right, I've done my best to create a lot of mess here. Here's the scullery. There's the actual kitchen where the cooking is done. Scullery, by the way, is Navy terminology for where you clean dishes. And if you're mess cranking, that means that you've been given the crappy duty of cleaning everybody's dishes. So... yeah, people can crank over here, and then we got more storage here. I've done my best to add, yeah, just a little bit more carrying capacity for food and stuff like that. Now we're going to move into engineering. So personal protective equipment required beyond this point. Got ship parts all over the place because I think that's normal. I've decorated a lot here with just random tools and stuff. Again, fixed with the decorate function. So they're fixed in place. Yeah, done my best to just sort of crowd the space a little bit more. I've got storage back here, because I think this would be a logical place to put tools and more repair equipment. Also got a computer back here, and some tissues and some moonshine jugs, because engineers are just weird like that, and they'll always be getting into trouble back in those secret engineering spaces where nobody else is around. Sleeping on duty, that's a very normal thing for an engineer to do when the ship is not actively broken. Poor engineers, they just don't sleep, let me tell you. Alright, more engineering space over here. I just wanted a little bit more machinery, so yeah, I believe this is a Deimos 3x1. And I do tend to favor Deimos components because of their sort of Navy vibe. Alright, moving up to the next deck. This would be the main deck now, so you're going to have the Deimos bridge up here where I've added some more seating. Got some of these cool looking captain's chairs. Also, yeah, this, on a real Navy ship, this would be like the captain's chair, and that over there would be the XO's chair, or the executive officer, which is the second in command. Right, so on an actual Navy bridge, this is about where the captain and XO would sit. They have swivel chairs that look down on everybody else, so they can easily look through the bridge windows. And just sort of supervise, you know, the navigation work that's going on down here. Added some control panels for, like, Wharf to stand at and fire the phasers. I'm a Trek nerd more than anything else. So, a little bit more control panel and seating in here. Yeah, so I've done my best to just spruce up the bridge a little bit. Now this is what we would call the Combat Information Center on a Navy vessel, which is like the nerve center of the ship. So on an actual U.S. Navy vessel, the bridge is not where a lot of interesting things happen. It's just a driver, a navigator, and a couple of other people. But the CIC would be where the actual combat functions of the ship reside. And it's usually a compartment at the very center of the ship so that you can take a few hits and hopefully keep fighting. Anyways, I've added a little bit more space over here for like admin work to be done. And yeah, I just like, again, the vibe of a Deimos. I believe they call this, what is this, the control room, something like that. I'm also putting my survey data over here and just storing it up because Vladimir is glitched in my world, so I can't sell him survey data. I don't know if anybody knows how to fix that. I've looked for console commands, but I can't find it. Captain's quarters next to the CIC because I, as a captain, am on call 24/7. That's just how the Navy works. You're supposed to be the most overworked person on the ship if you're the captain, so if anything is going on the bridge or in the CIC, you can walk right in here and wake me up. And I'm keeping a lot of old Earth memorabilia around here just for the sake of, you know, having some decorations in my living space. Got the NASA stuff up here. from the NASA mission, for those who are hopefully familiar. I've done my best to make my desk look, you know, cluttered and like I'm managing multiple outposts from here, because I think I am. I'm managing about 15 or 16 at this point. Andreja is my wife, so I've got her commitment gift up here. I really like the fact that, yeah, I can just put random stuff here to make it look like the space is kind of lived in, I suppose. So I put a stove with a fire extinguisher, because that would definitely be a violation of safety protocols, but who cares? Put some slippers here, I put a gun rack here. Yeah, just, you know, I like collecting all the random decorations that you can steal from a lot of places. Toilet paper. Oh, okay, so let's talk about toilet paper. I've got a whole stash of toilet paper up here in a storage space. Because, yes, toilet paper you can easily run out of. I mean, hopefully we've all learned in a post-COVID world that, yeah, this stuff is worth its weight in gold. So I'm trying to collect more toilet paper for this space and all other spaces on the ship. Anyways, let's look more on this deck. I've got an infirmary where I added an extra bed with some more emergency lighting, so that we can, you know, do intensive surgery right here just to get people right back into the fight, hopefully, if they are wounded. More berthing here. In a Navy ship, these racks are going to be stacked 3 high. So it would be a bottom rack, a middle rack, and then someone else is sleeping on top. I can't recreate that here, so I've just added another 2 rack to make this a little more crowded and feel more like enlisted berthing. Fortunately, they have their own bathroom, so 6 people to 1 bathroom is pretty generous by Navy standards as far as I'm concerned. Workshop here just to do basic tinkering. Also a lot of hand decoration going on just to leave circuit boards around and make it look a little bit more lived in. Okay, top deck. Top deck, I have a little more storage right here up front, and then I've got the living quarters hab from Deimos. So yeah, storage here. This is a storage unit with also window. Yeah, the Deimos living quarters, because it has another bathroom right here. Again, just my personal traumatic experiences. Waiting hours to be able to shower. So yeah, I want a bathroom. I want as many bathrooms as there can be. Window. Got a little game action going on back here. Another control panel just to make it look more useful. Computer. The computers on a Navy ship are going to be in some sort of common space so that you're not constantly jacking off. And that's why I put a secret computer down in engineering, because that's the kind of thing an engineer would do, is like sneak, you know, like an Xbox or something on board. With a bunch of porn on the hard drive. So, anyways, yes, another berthing compartment where I've added an extra rack. That's about the entire ship. I don't really have anything else cool to show you. I could really go into detail about, you know, how I've decorated all this stuff, but I just kind of wanted to make everybody aware, in case you're not aware, because it's not explicitly spelled out, you know, some of the tricks for decorating. Another thing is, here, let me pick up an object really quickly. These objects are all taped to the ground, so I can't really just pick any one of them up willy-nilly. Actually, maybe this one. Nope. Maybe this one. Okay. This one I did not nail down. So, just to make you aware, there are multiple ways that you can spin an object, right? So once you hold your take button, that picks up the object so you can manipulate it, right? And then on PC, so I'm going to talk about PC controls. Somebody else can tell you how to do it on Xbox. So you hold E to pick up an object. You use your left and right mouse click to rotate the object. And then something that it took me a long time to learn that I want to share with you if you're not aware is you push left shift, and now you can change which axis the object rotates around. So that has been extremely helpful for me when it comes to object placement. It makes it a lot easier to decorate. And I just wanted to make you aware of that in case you're not aware. Yes, you should be able to change the axis around which you are rotating an object to make placement a little bit easier, and then use the decorate tool to actually stick it to the ground if you have followers walking around. Okay, that's about all I got. Oh, and I'm always adding more storage space too, because again, yeah, I don't think they're realistic on this game about how little storage space there actually is. So yeah, I'm adding lockers everywhere just so people can put more clothing or tools or whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's me, you know, taking full advantage of the ability to decorate the interior of my ship, and talking a little bit about my Navy experience. Hopefully I'm not boring you. I could go on for hours about this kind of stuff. But anyways, just thought I would share that with you. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and let me know if I should keep paying for the stupid software that I'm using to record this. Thank you.